of the Santa Maria build. I did a whole lot of stuff. I did the inner lining on the deck with a 2x2mm strip. I made the I lined the inside of the cargo area. I made another cargo area here as well. As you saw, you just paint. You paint it black. You measure it out. You paint it black, and then you make the crate, and you put the crate on. Now I decided to not do the same thing here because I happen to have some stairs, surplus stairs. So I made those, and I want to put a little staircase down here as well. This is not in the instructions, so this is just me fooling around. But I thought it would give the ship a little extra punch, if you will, just to make it a little bit more lively and funny. So I'm gonna glue that in. The next thing we're gonna do is that I'm taking a strip which is 2x3mm, and we're gonna put the we're gonna align the inside of the bulwarks with these strips. Once they're glued on, I'm gonna sand them, and I'm gonna give them the treatment with the stain to make it look worn. What I also did, as you saw, is that I put on the rudder. There's no movement in it because I made these way too narrow. Once I painted these black, they were too. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, it was just, never mind. It's not movable. But yeah, I did the rudder. Don't forget the little eye bolt here as well. So pretty much we're on the home stretch of the hull build. Once the lining with the vertical strips on the inside of the bulwarks is done, we only have a couple of small things that we need to do. We need to do some stuff here and up here. We need to put in the doors, the windows, etc., which is really easy. I already primed the windows, so they just need to be painted. Once everything is done, I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna use my airbrush, which is kind of broken, so I'm not gonna film it. I'm gonna give it some matte varnish, and I haven't really decided if I should leave it at this or if I should do some salt stains on it. I haven't really done that before, so I'm kind of nervous if I'm gonna mess up the paint job and the whole thing. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that. Maybe some very light gray wash could substitute for salt spray. I don't know. I'll see if I'll do it or if I'm not gonna do it. But anyways, yeah, this is the state of the Santa Maria. I'm just gonna put in the staircase, and then I'm gonna do the lining with the 2x3mm strip. And I think you're supposed to have 1 point. Let's just see here. We're gonna have 1.2mm between the vertical lining. The instructions says that you have to build this. I don't know what it's called, but you have to build this kind of thing here. Which is gonna be put up here as well. But I need to get the lining done because I have to do some other stuff, because I have some barrels and some cargo stuff that I want to put up in front of the ship, and if that piece is there, I'm not really able to put them up there. So I'm gonna do the lining, and then I'm gonna prepare some barrels and some cargo and put them up here, and then I'm gonna do that piece and put that on. Once that is done, you go to the I don't know, the stuff which have the you can't see anything. The stuff which hold the lifeboat. That's gonna be balanced on here. And then some water pumps. And then you need to drill a lot of holes to put in some eyebolts with some rings in it, and do the entire stuff up here on the bow, and do the anchors, and then do the chain plates with the yeah, these things here. Oh, and also the shields that's gonna come up here. I'm gonna do mine a little bit different. I'm gonna see how they will look. I'm gonna put them on. I want to give them a wash so they look kind of worn and torn. Maybe put some of them a little bit crooked, like hanging down, like they're falling off or something like that. If I think it looks good. And once that is done, you do the anchors at the very end, and bada bing, bada boom, you're done with the hull, and then you can start the rigging. So anyways, I'm gonna keep on going with the inner lining, vertical inner lining, and see you after that. Cheers. Hello and welcome back. So I did a lot of stuff off camera and I'm very sorry about that, but sometimes I just get caught up and I forget to press record. You saw me do the thing here. I don't know what's called, what it's to tying the ropes to. This one here. And if you follow my Instagram page or my Facebook page, you can see that I did some cargo as well. I put that in here in the bow of the ship. I did the grading, and there's supposed to be a grading here as well, but I decided not to do it on my ship. You can do it on your ship. If you remember at the beginning when you put in the deck, before you start to plank the ship, I put an extra little piece down below that I planked and weathered as well, because I already knew that I wanted to put some stairs in instead of that cargo bay and cargo hold thingy. So I did the stairs, and I did a very primitive rope railing around that crate there. I did the water pumps, and I did the this one here, which is 3 parts. There's a big in the accessory box. There's a metal part here that you use, or that you paint brown, and then you have there's a little piece of wood. And then you cut out the wooden supports for it and you assemble it, and it's really easy to assemble. What I did is that I painted mine black, sanded it, and gave it some walnut dye or walnut stain. You can do whatever you want to do. It's your ship, so knock yourself out if you want to do whatever. I put in the door here. I put in the windows as well here and here, and then I started, because the next no, actually I put in the some railing here as well, up here and on the other side as well, because once you get to the anchors, you're gonna use those to tighten the anchors, tighten the anchors to the ship via this little strip here. I already started the bow section. I just glued the pieces, the bottom pieces on. I'm gonna give them a light sand, and then I'm gonna use my the same paint that I used for the upper hull. I'm gonna use here, sand it and weather it the way that I already did the other part, and then I start the next building of the superstructure. I also made the support for the lifeboat that I glued on. Did the same principle, painted it black and sanded it here and there, and gave it a wash as well. And then what I did is, this is a little experiment of mine. I wanted to, because to be honest, I'm not a huge fan of metal cast lifeboats. I would rather have they would be wooden lifeboats. So what I did is that I took some tissue paper, toilet paper, folded it, and then I used a mixture of 50% water and 50% white glue, and I painted it so it became really soft and sticky, and then I put it on top of the boat and let it dry. It's still not completely dry yet, but this is going to act like a top for the boat, so you can't really see the boat that much. Obviously it's not done. It's going to be painted gray with some sorry, with some black wash as well, so it looks like a top basically. Also I have some also what I did is that I did some small fruit baskets as well. This is lemon, I guess, and this is apples. Like, I don't know. I just carrots maybe. I don't know. But these are some of them are gonna be placed on top of the boat. But before I mean, what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna weather the top, and then I'm gonna tie the boat to the boat support here, and then I'm going to glue it to the deck. And once it's glued to the deck, I'm going to place the small fruit baskets. And once that is done, let's see, it's going to be here, approximately here. Sorry, approximately it's going to be there, like so. Once that is done, I'm going to do the superstructure. I still have some cargo that I'm going to use here and there, because I mean, it's in my world, in my little fantasy world, this is a black ship. It's from Portugal / Spain. It's sailing to Japan. It's gonna have some cargo that is gonna be that it can trade with the Japanese people. So obviously there's gonna be cargo on board my ship. So I have a nephew. He just got a new 3D printer, and we printed all this stuff out, and it's really nice. The details are absolutely fantastic. It's not I didn't go into details with scales of sorts, but there are different types or different sizes of barrels, as you can see. What I did is that I primed them. I'm just going to show you. This is what it looks like when it's done from the printer. So what I did is that I primed it. I gave it a desert tan wood kind of paint. Then I painted the black part, and then I gave it a black wash, actually a panel wash from Tamiya. I used to build a lot of plastic kits. But I gave them a pin wash from that, and that made them look like this. So basically what they need is only a matte varnish, and then they will look absolutely fantastic. So I got some crates also, some small crates, and the fruit baskets you saw. I got this little thing here with a little rope coil and a little barrel here as well. That's all gonna be fit to the ship. Everything is not gonna be fitted to the ship. And then I have ammo crates that I made that's gonna be fitted to the ship as well. Maybe 2 or 3, I don't know. We'll see. So what we need to do, or what I need to do now, is that I need to finish the lifeboat. Once that is finished, I can do the support, the structure up here, which is going to be a lot of small, oh, you can't really see it, but it's going to be a lot of small pieces of wood, kind of like a railing, and then a railing on top of that as well. And then we need to put on the figurehead. It's going to be here. That's some way or another. And then we have the shields that's gonna come on the side of the ship. I don't know what you can do with these to make them look weathered, because it's nylon. It's with adhesive on it, and I can't really sand it. And I think that if I give it a wash, it's just gonna absorb everything, and it's just gonna be black. And I don't know if I can sand anything off, so I can get the color from the flags that's going to be put on. But I guess we'll see. And I'm also going to toy with the idea of well, I am toying with the idea that some of the shields are going to be a little bit crooked, or maybe hanging off a little bit, because it's a long voyage from Spain, Portugal to Japan. It's a long way to go. So I'm imagining that the ship has gotten through a severe beating on the sea. So that's what I'm going to do. Also with the sails, I'm going to do the sails a little bit weathered. Not a little bit. I'm going to do the sails weathered. That's a whole process that I'm going to go through with those, but we're going to take that once we get there. But yeah, once this superstructure is done, we can do the railing on the ship, and then the anchors, and then I actually think that we're done with the hull. We need to do a lot of holes here with eye bolts and rings here, and up on this deck here, and on this deck here as well. We're gonna, I think I counted it, I think it's about 60 eyebolts that we need to do on the deck. There's going to be a lot of them. Yeah, and then it's done, basically. Almost, because I do have a little extra thing that I'm going to do. I can see I have these small swirl guns that I'm going to put on. I only have 9, so I'm going to put 4 on each side. And again, I'm kind of thinking that even though it's a merchant vessel, it has to be armed at some level, at least on a long voyage like that. So I'm going to put these on as well, and then the hull is done, and then I can start with the rigging. But anyways, this is it for me now. I'm gonna stop the video because that's all I have time for, and then I'm gonna continue with the structure of the bow section. And I'll see how that goes, and once that is done, I can do the railing. We can do that in the next video, I hope. And then we're going to do stairs from here to here, and from this deck to this deck, and from this deck to this deck. And what else do we need? We already did those. Oh, we need to do the we need to do this as well. Oh, I can't remember what it's called, but we need to put this on here as well, and do the yeah, these things that goes from here to down here as well. Yeah, but I don't know if I can do that in the next video. Anyways, I'm gonna do this, and then we can do the railing, that's for sure, in the next video. Then we'll see how far we go. Again, thank you very much for joining me this time. I hope to see you again on the next video. Please remember to like and subscribe, and you're also very welcome to share my videos if you want to. Other than that, have a good day. See ya. Bye.